sports around the league/conference. Chapter in the South Shore League. As they two hungry teams looking for a playoff berth out here to see who is the alpha male. Live from Rockland Veterans Memorial Stadium, it's Rockland versus Carver. Who wants it more? I am DJ Tommy Welch, and I'll be calling the stuff today along here with my partner Justin Bowman. Welcome to RHS Baseball, live from Veterans Memorial Stadium. Justin, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. As today we get to see a good South Shore League matchup between the Carver Crusaders and the Rockland Bulldogs. As on the mound for the Bulldogs tonight is Hayden Hatch. So this should be another one. And also, I just want to make a clarification. I forgot what I was going to say. Braden Nicholson is not out for the season. He is out for a couple more weeks with a sprained hamstring. I just want to make that clear because we messed that up last time.
Yeah, obviously, but again, we go back to you bring Braden Nicholson up, and he looks like he was fairly missed in that East Bridgewater game on Friday. I mean, you can kind of tell that Braden Nicholson is the best player on this team because he's a huge factor, but they're giving him time to come back. They're giving him time to make a push to get back into the playoffs, and that would just be huge.
If you're the rest, for example, you might not make it this year. They'll give it a dang. That is Braden Nicholson, Jake Levy, and Hayden Hatch. You need those solid starters in there. Matty Leon, who has been doing a great job at first base this year. Ty Porter, who should be yeah.
Yeah. I mean, one person I want to look at in particular is Cooper LaRucco. I mean, definitely in these past few games that we've broadcast here for WRPS Rockland, make sure you like and subscribe. It's been really interesting because he has been a fantastic outfielder. And just overall, the defense I want to really point out for Cooper. He has been absolutely stellar when it comes to his gameplay. So definitely hope for, big stuff from him tonight.
Yeah, we also kind of saw that in the hockey season. He was kind of like that impact. He was basically the leader of that hockey team, led them to the playoffs after a very, very, very rough start. So yeah, so I think we should see big things out of him tonight. As so the Carver Crusaders. Apparently the record is 4-7. We've also heard 6-3. So we really don't know what the Crusaders' offense or defense is going to look like. But we also know what we're going to see out of this Rockland offense. We're going to see a tough knitted group and a tough crew to get past. Because if we look back at the East Bridgewater game, they played excellent, but they just the hitting out of East Bridgewater. Game from Abington, for example. Rockland really just outplayed Abington. I think that's what they got to do here today. They just got to outplay Carver and just do the thing. I spoke with Hayden Hatch before, and he basically says it's not going to be like an Abington game. It's not going to be like the East Bridgewater game. It's going to be a tight one, but he thinks we can score 5 to 6 runs here.
Yeah, and I think you go back to that East Bridgewater game. They kept it close throughout the entire game. Kudos to the Bulldogs. With the amount of errors that they had, the fact that they were still in that game showed their resiliency. And then, yes, this Carver team is 4-7, but this is a scrappy Carver team. We've seen them get some close wins against some upsets against some bigger opponents.
Yeah, for example, they did beat East Bridgewater. They did beat East Bridgewater.
That's a big win. And and you look at it overall when it comes to teams like that, especially if you look at a team like Carver, even when Rockland is in a better spot when it comes to winning percentage, you have to look at the overall team, and you have to look at when it comes to especially Carver, they're going to scratch and claw to get back into a winning record and back into a playoff picture.
Yeah, definitely. As you never know, Rockland is doing a phenomenal job this year. You do have to admit that. You've seen special heroics, Griffin Woodward, who is going to be your leadoff guy tonight. He has been one of those players that you do have to look at as he's leading the charge to the finish here.
Yeah, he's been fantastic in the center field. I mean, he's made some great defensive plays. He's really held that center field together besides some fantastic hits from the other team. He's been awesome on offense. He's been awesome on defense. So we're expecting a lot out of him, but because he is the leadoff guy, he's someone that, warrants that sort of expectation.
Yeah, definitely. I basically see it as this. He's your guy that you basically like. He's the first person like Carver's gonna see tonight. He's the first person that can really set the tone because like we saw it in like other games where it's like he's had like a great start to his game and then the rest of the lineup falls through. But if he has like a bad start, that could like relay down the line.
Yeah,
you have to look out for that.
when you look at when you ever have a good pitcher going into a little bit of a rut, you look at someone like Levy, who's definitely had his struggles from every now and again, but overall he has been pretty good. But when you have a good pitcher, creating that defensive pressure and making it tough for the other team to even get hits, let alone score, it gives you confidence on the other side and helps you try and build momentum. And we're hoping to see the same thing here from Hayden Hatch.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah. We also have to look at the outfield because sometimes the outfield has had some moments of just struggle throughout the season. You actually saw it like last game where it's like a pitch that looked like it was going to be easily catchable got past the Rockland Bulldogs outfield defense. Like they have to have solid defense. I think that's one of their keys to the game. I think I have 3 keys here. Rockland needs to have a good defense. Because we've seen it, like they've had a off and on defense. What I mean by that is they've had multiple times where it's like stellar, like awesomeness, but sometimes it's like low down to earth and a few mistakes. Number 2, Carver needs to set themselves up to win. They're 4-7. They're struggling. If they get like a solid win against Rockland, that means they got one of like the 2 top teams that they've beaten out of the South Shore League in East Bridgewater and this Rockland team. 3, Rockland's bats just have to come alive early. We've seen like late inning rallies from the Bulldogs. We have to see this again from the Bulldogs. They just got to get the bats going early because you're going to run out of time. Simple as that.
Yeah, you have to also look at the errors. I mean, that was a huge, deterring factor why that game got out of hand with the East Bridgewater Vikings literally right out the gate because they scored 5 runs. And then obviously Rockland was able to get back into that game. But, then, the floodgates opened in the 7th inning and sort of there was no point in return. But limiting the errors and just playing your brand of baseball is probably the biggest thing that Rockland can do at this point. Just control your tempo, everyone do your own job, and then go from there and just hope for, good results.
Yeah, definitely, as we see that here. But, yeah, that's all I've got for a pregame show, basically, as we will take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to get we're going to be live for the first pitch.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great. Participate.
Alrighty, and we are back here live here on WRPS as we see if we can get a nice shot out onto the outfield over here as we see Hayden Hatch just walking back from the bullpen. He's expected to have a great game today. We'll see what he can do. I'm expecting probably like a 4 to 5 inning outing out of him, and then maybe they might go to like a pitcher like Nick Cohen, for example, or go to Liam McCory. He did close out the last game against East Bridgewater, which was a tough game.
It feels weird. I have to be the Rocco to your Justin now. Like I have to be the witty guy sort of thing on the fly, but it's like making a good sandwich. You want to make sure that all the ingredients are in play, and that's what you have to think from every single player, especially on Rockland. I mean, you have these moments of greatness, especially when we talked about last season when it comes to the Bulldogs. You saw those flashes, and now it's sort of coming to light. And now what you're hoping for is for all of them to mesh together, make like a good Italian sub, something like that. So,
already here as
just a little bit of for context. Carver did. They're taking a little bit of a delay just because a little bit of traffic getting here, but they're getting their practice in right now. But I mean, if you had to think of one player to be an X factor, Tommy, who would that player be for the X factor?
For the Bulldogs, I definitely would have to think it would be. I think it has to be Hayden Hatch. He's your pitcher. He's your guy that you're looking to lead on.
Yeah. Me personally, I'm looking at someone like Colin Rao. He has struggled for most of the season, but when he's on, he has one of the most powerful bats in the lineup. And whenever he is on, he is one of the best players on this team. So I'm looking for Rao to really step up here against Carver.
Yeah, definitely. And we also have to look to a person like Jake Levy, he's going to be a third baseman tonight. He's probably going to be an X factor for the coming playoff season.
Seth, say out to the camera. Like we said before, we are live here on WRPS Rockland. Why don't we actually take a moment and get the sponsors graphic up? I don't know if we have the graphic up currently, but
yeah.
we'll thank our sponsors. I'll be the sponsor guy since it's usually Rocco, but South Haven Veterinary Services, Searchlight Senior Services, and Webster Timberlands. We want to thank you and all of our sponsors here for WRPS Rockland. So the one thing that he has that I don't is the paper when it comes to for what either ones do, but I do have it memorized in my brain, so it should be a lot of fun. Yeah. I mean, let's go back to the playoff picture. I mean, let's go talking about Rockland and Carver. I mean, both of these teams are strong candidates to make the playoffs, especially Rockland. They've done really well this season, and it's been on the back of someone like Braden Nicholson, Jake Levy when he's on the mound, and other stuff like that. But I mean, who do you think? Do you think even when Rockland makes the playoffs, if they make the playoffs, they should be in a good spot to get a good seed? Who do you think is, how do you think they're going to do in a playoff setting?
I think that they could do a great job in the playoff setting. They just have to be themselves. I do have to believe. They just have to be themselves because if they might be on the struggle bus, they may win a couple playoff games. We don't know what might happen.
Absolutely. I mean, it always goes back to, especially Coach Doyle. I mean, Coach Doyle has been great. I talked with him last season before the start of the baseball season, and he talked about growth. He talked about just learning, and I think that's exactly what you're getting with this Rockland team. It's finally coming together this season. All the bats are working in this lineup, and you can kind of tell that it feels like a really tight-knit together group because, like we mentioned before from last season, there's not many people that graduated, so this core was able to be together for another season.
Yeah, definitely. I do have to say that. Yeah, that's basically what we all have got baseball-wise. But score predictions. What do you got today here, Justin?
Score predictions. That's a good one. All right. That's a good one. I would probably say I think Carver is going to give this team a scare. I do think that Rockland's going to look to respond after that East Bridgewater loss, so they're going to come out firing. I do think Carver is a scrappy team, though. They're not going to make it close, but I'm going to say it's going to be 7-5 Dogs. I do think that this is going to be a close matchup, but, I mean, at the same time, I think that the overall talent of the Bulldogs is going to overcome this Carver team.
Yeah, I definitely have to think that. As we are getting ready soon, Carver just finishing up their practice.
What about you? Score prediction. The person who said it.
All right, Justin. Alrighty. I have score prediction. I have a 7-4 win for the Dogs as well.
All right.
Wait, please tell me I didn't copy you.
No, I did 7-5.
Oh, thank God.
You got really close there. You got really close.
Great. Price is right, you.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Someone shout out DJ Rocco from Rockland. Anyways, but I mean, like we said, just finishing up here, so it's a little bit longer of a pregame when we talk about it. But I mean, overall, it's very interesting to see, how much the town has embraced Rockland baseball in general, and just in Rockland sports, especially these past few seasons. You look at all the other sports we've covered. We look at football. We look at hockey. It looks like Rockland has definitely gotten around this team because they are playing winning games on each sport.
Yeah, definitely. But they also rallied kind of behind the hockey team. We did see the barn packed a couple times during the season. For example, the Cashman Cup. That was fun, except for the end of the game. That was just that was a bad game. And we also saw the overtime win for the Dogs against Abington, which was a complete shocker. I nearly lost my voice that night.
You think you lost your voice? I was the one commentating that one. I almost lost my voice.
Yeah, you're the one who's screaming into the mic.
Yeah, I mean, it comes with the elevated, just the support that this town has around their support system. Make sure you support your local program. But I mean, it's so cool just to see, especially when it comes to Rockland, the amount of support that you have. You have great coaches across the board. You have Coach Steve, you have Coach Sikori, you have Coach Doyle. All of them are fantastic in their own rights when it comes to their respective sports, and they've all been very wonderful. But I mean, let's go back to this Carver team. I mean, like we said before, 4-7, but they did beat East Bridgewater. This is a team that can play upset if you're not careful. I mean, what's a key for them to win this game?
A key for them is probably they just got to have good pitching. Simple as that.
I mean, makes sense for the most part. I mean, if you don't have good pitching, you do need pitching to win baseball games. Fun fact. I don't know if anyone who's new to the game of baseball, that's usually how it works. But I mean, we should be starting at least soon. Like we said before, a little bit of a delay just because of traffic when it comes to Carver. But it should be a fun game nonetheless, because both these teams are going to be very competitive. Like, especially from Rockland, no matter their record, you can kind of tell that they're a scrappy team.
Yep.
They're a team that wants to win games by a lot, but if they can't, they're going to grind out those close games.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, getting ready soon enough here, as we're about to get. Starting lineups for tonight are, if I can remember the Rockland one, we do not know.
Funny enough, I have it right here from a previous day, so it's not going to be the sort of de facto roster, but it's been the roster Doyle's been rolling out. It's going to be Woodward, Hatch, Rao as the first three, Ayer, Daly, and LaRucco, and then Levy, Wallow, and Porter, and that's usually been the go-to. Porter has actually stepped up a lot.
I think Porter's playing tonight.
Okay, then it's probably someone else. But again, you go back to that next man up mentality when it comes to especially someone like Braden Nicholson going down, one of your best players. So it's really what they've been able to do, especially just overall as a team, just to have that next man up mentality. It's been awesome. It's been awesome to see that no matter what, you kind of see different players step up in different situations. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But yeah. Some quick batting practice here. You were mentioning how if Carver didn't show up for the game, you were going to take some at bats. And listen. How would you perform on the 2025-2026 Rockland Bulldogs?
Probably on JV, and I would rarely get.
Oh, I think you're dead. I feel like
I only just in.
And guess what? That hit was a home run. Last time I checked, but.
It was a single, and the only reason why I got on base was because it boinked off a kid's head.
Listen, a ball boinked off my head when I was in Little League too, so you're not alone when it comes to that.
I've also had a ball thrown in my eye. Thank you.
A ball landing, like I was trying to grab the ball, and then I just got absolutely domed on the head. So that's my experience with baseball when it comes to playing. But I'm more of a wiffle ball guy. If a good summer wiffle ball game, something like that. Definitely, that's more my forte. What's your favorite? Since summer is coming up, what's your go-to summer game?
I would have to say lacrosse.
You'd be surprised at my answer.
Soccer.
Nope.
Baseball.
Nope.
Lacrosse.
Nope.
WNBA.
Just keep naming sports.
NASCAR.
No.
IndyCar.
No.
F1.
It's actually badminton. I'm a big badminton fan. Yes, I know. Listen, badminton gets a bad rep, okay? Badminton gets a really, really bad rep when it comes to it.
Is it even played at the Olympics?
No. It's like I said, it's a summer sport. That's different when it comes to that. So
also, speaking of which, true story, if I can remember the story vividly, we're just gonna play a quick trivia game. So Boston almost hosted the Olympics. I know that might be shocking.
Yes.
But guess where they would have done the beach volleyball if it was accomplished?
If the beach volleyball, oh boy. In Boston,
it's not where you would think it would be.
Somerset.
No. Boston Public Gardens.
I mean, actually, I kind of get it.
I hate that.
It may not be everyone's cup of tea, but I kind of get it from that perspective.
You're basically ruining the gardens.
There's no beaches in Boston. I hate to break this to anyone who
then send them
talks
to
about
Nantasket.
And even then, that's probably the most minimal beach.
Or Castle Island.
That is true. That's the only other place I can think of. So
Castle Island.
But I mean, yeah, as we can get a little pan over to the umpires over there. We're actually going to get the coaches and be able to see. Actually, we're going to get some baseball to be played. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a quick umpire fit check. Let's see.
No.
We got the gray pants here with the black shirt. It looks like black shoes and a black hat with a hint of white.
We usually say that for like during the innings, but if you want to go all out, just like do it right now, I mean, you can.
Yeah, I know.
Very interesting jersey matchup, though. I like the maroon jerseys for Carver.
Hmm.
Maroon on white kind of looks. It looks
do
more
it yellow.
professional. Yellow.
What? You have... All I know is
Maroon on yellow sounds disgusting.
it's either that or black.
I would prefer that. I would not want yellow on maroon. That's a horrible. That's like putting ketchup and mustard together.
Hey, they actually attempted that.
Okay, well,
He also put ketchup and ranch together. In
That's-
hindsight, it was cranch.
Okay, that's disgusting. I don't. That's,
Apparently, it was good.
apparently, so I know that it is a branded thing, not sponsored, obviously, but like obviously I know it was mentioned when it comes to like Cranch. I know of Cranch, but that just sounds horrible.
Well,
That
that's
just
all- Hey, there have been some weirder combos, like
There have been weirder
putting
combos.
ranch on pizza.
that I'm not so iffy on. It depends. If it's lukewarm ranch, you can't have cold ranch and pizza. Like cold ranch
Like
and hot
cold,
pizza.
cold ranch.
Yeah, if it's cold ranch. What's your favorite type of pizza? While we have a moment here.
Meatball.
Meatball. Okay. I'm more of a meat lovers guy. You know, get some bacon, get some sausage and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I'm just making myself hungry. That's how. this is what happens when we have a delay for baseball, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, overall, it should be a very interesting game. Like we said before, Hayden Hatch is going to be on the mound as they get ready to go here. But we have yet to see a home run. We've got close with the East Bridgewater game. Well, someone almost hit a home run, but
Yeah.
a home run would definitely be very, very interesting. Probably would look over to that right side if you would want to go for a home run, because that's 320 compared to 403 and 390, obviously. But
Oh, I thought they said 320.
no. Great
Yeah.
counting skills, DJ Tommy Welch. But
Well,
I mean,
the 9 looked like a toe from here.
that's true. I guess. Anyways, but like we said before, game should be starting momentarily, but I mean, should be a fun one nonetheless. It's a very, very cloudy day today. It's about 60 degrees, give or take. But I mean, we're getting close to the summer days, like we mentioned before. You're going to be any summer plans? I asked Rocco this, but I didn't ask you this.
Probably I'm going to attempt to find a job, so yeah.
Oh, so job searching?
Mm-hmm.
Something in the sports field, I assume?
No.
Ah,
No.
boo. Anyway.
Yeah, Red Sox, hire me.
Listen. I think they need more than just a few hirings over there, but
Yeah, they need a new manager. Bring in...
you?
No. Damn. Bring in Rob Thompson. He's going to be good for the Red Sox. He's good with the Phillies. He can be good for the Red Sox.
Half the viewers have no idea what we're talking about. This is what happens when we have delays, ladies and gentlemen. But like we said before, should be a fun game. I'm expecting a lot, especially out of this outfield for the Bulldogs. But I guess we'll go right into it. One or two more practice pitches here from Hayden Hatch, and we will be ready to go. Are you ready to call some baseball?
Yeah, should be fun.
All right. We'll see what happens here. So we'll go right back over to the mound as we see everyone sort of conversing. We'll see them do their final meetup. It looks like Levy's going to be on third base today, so we'll see what happens here.
Alrighty, as Hayden Hatch digs in. Number 8 for Carver digs in. We do not have a name because we do not have rosters in front of us. Alrighty, let's see what Hayden Hatch can do on his first pitch. Strike in there. 0-1 count. Remember, you got to control the strike zone. If you can establish the strike early, you can have a successful game. Popped up. Coming near the booth. Levy's under it. Almost got it. Nearly there. That has to be frustrating. 0-2 count coming from number 8 on Carver.
I'm going for Hayden Hatch, though. I mean, he's a very, very sneaky athletic player. We saw him during the football season, but also he's a very good pitcher. We saw that last season as well. So definitely a good player to have on the mound when someone like Braden Nicholson is not available.
Just a bit outside. Alrighty, a 1-2 count here. Hatch still winning the count here. Let's see what he can do here on his fourth pitch. Foul sent back, nearly clear of the stadium. Still 1-2.
Almost gone over the stadium. Not quite, but definitely close to it. Something to look out for. We had a bunch of over the stadiums last time, too.
And that is a foul. I thought it was caught by Rao, but it will not be an out. Still 1-2 for Rockland, for number 8 for Carver. Here's livery. Popped up, sending flying, and over the stadium.
Sponsored by Webster Timberlanes.
Alrighty.
Shout out DJ Rocco from Rockland. I know you're watching this. I got my advertisements down.
Let's see what number 8 for Carver could do here. Just up 2-2. Let's see what Hatchie can do here. Can he control the count? See if we can get his first K. Popped liner, sent over here, sent over by near the stands. Still 2-2 on a foul.
Hatch doing a really good job putting it in the zone and forcing them to make plays with the bat.
Yes, definitely on that. Here's the delivery. Swing! And a miss. He got him. That's his first K of the day.
Sponsored by South Hingham Veterinary Services. I mean, the strikeout zone is Hatch's world, and we're just living in it. That was a great first out here for Hayden Hatch.
Zakaruski up now. Tegan Zakaruski, number 9. Maybe he wore that for Ted Williams. We'll never know.
There is no way he wore that for Ted Williams.
What? Ted Williams is famous in Boston. Just up 1-0.
This generation is probably 100 years younger than Ted Williams at
Hey,
this point.
I know who Ted Williams is.
Yeah, people know who Ted Williams are, but
Swing and a miss, sent foul. Come on, he's a Red Sox legend.
well, what's your favorite number?
2 or 20?
Ooh, why?
Well, 20 is a hockey number, and 2 because, I don't know, 2.
Nice.
Let's see what we can do here. 1-1. Ooh, and you're gonna give him the strike there. 1-2. I kind of did the sword. Reminds you a lot of Trevor Bauer. Yeah, I mentioned. Oh, liner sent to the center fielder. Back in, got it.
Griffin Woodward, like we mentioned before, he's been an absolute menace in the outfield. He's been great defensively, and he's going to have to continue to be for Rockland to be great in that outfield.
And if you're wondering why I said Trevor Bauer, because every single time someone does that and he gets a strikeout, he does a sword motion.
Kyle Carey now up to bat.
Do you think in relation to Jim?
Maybe. That's a great question.
See what happens here. Liner, straight at Dustin Air. And just like that, the Bulldogs go 1-2-3 for the Carver Crusaders.
Yeah, you know, Rockland's going to go back on offense, but I mean, just a great outing. I got to give a lot of credit to Hayden Hatch. I mean, setting the tone for the Bulldogs has been something that has been a key for Coach Doyle whenever you ask him, whenever we were to do interviews with him. But I really am impressed with how defensively they got off to a very strong start, not even allowing them to get on base. And now the big question is how they're going to respond on offense. Can they really put, you know, this team on the back foot to start off?
As you see, if we can get a camera angle on this, see a Carver's coach, I think either talking or arguing with the ump here.
I think you just talk with him. A little chat.
Yeah, you don't want to get ejected. Number 20 on the mound for the Carver. The motion of his pitch reminds you a lot of Fernando Valenzuela.
Why does it remind you of that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Come on, you gotta have a reason for it.
Looks like he has a nice, like, over-the-top motion.
Yeah. We'll see what happens here. I mean, Carver, like we said before, couldn't get anything to go here on offense, but overall, it's very interesting because we talk about, you know, getting off to a strong start in baseball is going to help you win games 90% of the time. So it's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
as Carver just getting warmed up here. As, yeah.
Getting some of that infield practice in, something to look out for.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 4, Griffin Woodward.
Griffin Woodward up now for the Dogs. For a long time, I thought his name was Colin Woodward. True story.
Of course. Griffin Woodward, a strong name, too.
Yep.
I like his strong at-bats we've seen.
Popped up, coming back towards the WRPS booth. Now took a one hop into the Rockland dugout. Let's see what Woodward could do for his second pitch here as the Bulldogs try to distract the pitcher. Sent down the line. That's a fair ball. Woodward on his way to second. He's going to take the shot. Coming in hard. He is saved. And it's a double for Griffin Woodward.
Fantastic base running. Getting signaled at second is not easy to do. And Griffin Woodward has the speed to do it. A great start here for the Bulldogs.
Alrighty, pitcher versus pitcher here. Hayden Hatch led the Bulldogs to a second round MIAA football appearance. And he'll let that one ride. That's a drop in. Woodward gonna stay at third. Hatch with a single.
Fantastic start here for the Bulldogs. It feels like the bats are coming alive early on in this game.
The catcher, number 3, Colin Rao.
3 pitches in, we already got 2 base runners. Alrighty, now you have a runner in scoring position in Griffin Woodward. Watch out for a wild pitch, and the Dogs could take the lead here. Here's the pitch. Hatchie stealing. Gonna try to gun him down. They cannot, and now you get both runners in scoring position.
Fantastic steal attempt there from Hatch. They were just not ready for it, so perfect timing there for Rockland.
Pitch. Up. Ball. So it's a 2-0 count to... I just see the Rocket Bats make.
It's Jake Levy.
It's
Back
either
to
Jake Levy or it's Ty Porter.
Yeah, one of the two.
I think that might be Levy. That's up. So it looks like it's actually a 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he's going to let this one ride. That's going to drop. Woodward on his way home. Coming close. He is, and he bobbled the ball. Hatchie over to third, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, just fantastic running. I mean, taking advantage of the little bit of an error there from the catcher, and that's a great start here for the Bulldogs.
The shortstop, number 6, Dustin Air.
Dustin Air will be your quarterback next for the Bulldogs next season because he is your backup. And he'll let this one ride. Takes it at a pop fly. Hatchie looking to tag up. He will. And not tag. Instead, he'll go back. 2 outs. Runner on third.
Yeah, it's from quarterback to his favorite band probably is Nickelback too. Gotta do both at once.
Okay, good joke. Alrighty, so Carver could have a chance to go 1-2-3 after letting up 2 hits. Popped high. High coming back towards us, and it is caught!
That is
An impressive catch by the Carver catcher.
That is a fantastic athletic play there from Carver
And
catcher.
very, very impressive. I thought he was going to drop it.
Yeah, that's going to do it for the first. I mean, like we said before, Carver definitely corrected their wrongs, especially after the beginning there. But it's really interesting to see that Carver was able to lock in, but a great start for Rockland, taking advantage of, not focusing on the game too much, but just making sure that there's no issues there. So fantastic start here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, the Bulldogs have been doing a very good job. They actually had a great start. Let's see if they can hold on to that solid 1-0 lead here. As Hatchie will retake the bump here in the top of the second.
Speaking of Hatch, are you a fan of eggs?
God, how many egg jokes can we do for Hayden Hatch?
I wasn't even saying a joke. I just like eggs. I don't know what to tell you. Do you like them scrambled? Poached, over hard, over easy, over medium?
How did I know you were going to make an egg joke one of these days?
Listen, it's always what it's cracked up to be. So.
Oh, my.
Boom, add it to the counter.
Literally high-fiving one of our cameramen.
Shout out Lucas.
Oh, my God.
Listen, he appreciates good dad jokes. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. I expected this out of Rocco, not you.
It kind of rubbed up. It kind of rubbed off on Rocco and just fell onto me at that point. I mean, you have to realize, especially when it comes to, when I got here, we mentioned it before, especially Rocco said the only job that he had going into baseball last season was to make me laugh. So he knew that dad jokes were my forte, and that's how that happened.
Yeah, true.
Number 13, Levon Mulready.
We get ready to go back up to bat here for the Carver. Let's see if they can now respond.
Yep, let's see what Hatchie could do here as, what was the last name, if I can remember that? Malver, if I can remember. Malver, maybe he wants to go to a mall and buy, I don't know.
Shout out the Hanover Mall, not existing anymore.
It's Hanover Crossing now. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. Let's see what Carver could do here.
Carver's looking just to get some contact, just to get the ball rolling, for lack of a better word.
Popped up, sent over the stadium, and that'll hit the top of the whatever building that is, and not roll into one of the generators that the school has.
But that over the stadium is sponsored by Webster Timberlands.
Yep, as we just missed a pitch there. That was a ball in the dirt. 1-2. And he'll let this one ride straight at the second baseman, right to there, out number 1.
Yeah, we mentioned it before, but Matty has been a stellar first baseman here for the Bulldogs.
Yep.
Number 10, Ted Goodwin.
Ted Goodwin up now. Let's see what he does here. Swing and a miss on that one. Looked like a good one.
I was trying to help them find the foul ball, and then he ran around the building, and so I think he's going to be more lost than anything.
Goodwin up now. If you eliminate one of the O's from him, you get Chris Godwin, a phenomenal Tampa Bay Buccaneers receiver. Let's see what they could do here. Hatchie, let's see if he can get the K here. Popped up. That is sent high, and shifting. Caught by the outfield, out number 2.
Good communication there between LaRucco and the inner fielders right there
The shortstop,
to prevent,
number 18, Alex
miscommunication.
Angelo.
Alex Angelo up now. Any relation to Maya Angelou?
You mean Michelangelo?
No, Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou. Famous.
My Angelo is nowhere to be found.
Oh, my God.
Years
oh,
ago.
my God. All righty. Angelo up now. That ball sent straight at Hatchie. He goes 1-2-3 in the first, and he goes 1-2-3 again in the second.
Yeah, great start here for Hayden Hatch against Carver. I mean, we talked about it all the time, but I mean, yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how they respond. You know, Rockland did start off good with the hitting, but they definitely trailed off. That's something to look out for here in the second inning.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see if what Carver could do here. As you see,
Yeah, well, let's get the camera on us real quick. Move back. It's time for the tie check. There's no tie check. Let's go
Well-
back to the field.
I was gonna do something funny.
Do you have a tie on right now?
No, but I do have a concert tee.
That, you know what? That we'll look at the concert tee. What type of concert tee do we have?
Brian Wilson, if you can see that.
There we go. Perfect. That's our tie check for WRPS Rockland. But yeah, I mean, gonna be really interesting. I mean, what are you expecting out of Rockland here in the second inning?
I'm expecting probably the same old from them.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting. You go to the middle of the lineup now, so you're definitely with their lesser hitters, but definitely you could still make some contact and still make some plays. And it's really about just making the pitcher uncomfortable. And it looks like they did that early in this game. So
Yeah, definitely. They look like they made the Carver pitcher very uncomfortable.
don't mind us. We're just jamming up here. They always play great songs when we're at Veterans Memorial Stadium.
Yep.
It's always like the most random categories too.
Yeah, it's either Fetty Wap or 80s music
Yes.
or country.
The walk-up songs have been awesome.
Minus the Fetty Wap or including the Fetty
The right
Wap.
fielder, number 9, Cooper LaRocco.
As Cooper LaRocco here, as yeah, he is not Cooper LaRocco, it's LaRocco. After the Rockland Ice Rink announcer could not pronounce his last name correctly. First pitch.
I think
there for a
it was
strike.
like on purpose during the entire season.
It was like
too.
Cooper LaRocco, Cooper LaRocco.
He would never get it right.
Here's the pitch. Ooh, down in the dirt near LaRocco's feet.
Yeah, we're looking at our cameraman getting distracted by a plane that was taking off.
Yeah. Popped up, sent back, nearly hitting a truck.
Very
Or
very
a
close
car.
to it. Sponsored by Webster Timberlands. That would have been a bad sponsorship if a car got hit there. It was very, very close. But
Well, at least it ain't our technical producer Steph's truck. That's good news.
it's gotten really close a few times.
Popped up, sent back towards the WRPS. People hit the roof, and
And it hits that struck the next step at. You cannot write this stuff up.
And it hit our technical producer Steph's truck. I don't think it dented it. And that sends into play. Lurko running hard to first, can't get there. How do we call that?
That is unbelievable.
Oh my goodness. Well, at least it wasn't one of his windows.
Yeah, it was at least one of those.
Number 24, Jake Levy.
Oh my god. At least it didn't hit us.
It went underneath the truck, so luckily I
No,
don't think any.
I think Nick Cohen, who got the ball, was able to get it. I think he hit his tire or something.
Yeah.
Or the top of his tire. Here's the pitch. That's popped up. Carver on it. Letting it drop. It's a fair ball. And the Crusaders on a costly error, and now the Bulldogs benefit from it as a hit appears.
Yeah, exactly.
Alrighty. And let's see what Maddie can do here. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. And also, And also, I feel so bad for Rocco because Joey Mann was one of our favorite players for hockey. The one time he doesn't show up, Mann scores. That's a strike to Leon Carvalho. And the one time he's not here for baseball, Seth's truck gets hit.
Yeah, the one time, and then the world's oldest ump, so the umpire fit check could have been an umpire check as well. So,
Yep.
shout out DJ Rocco for Rocco. He's just texting me about that now, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
But Matty up the bat, trying to get on base.
And here's the pitch. That's in there for a ball. Just a bit outside. Here's the pitch. Ooh! She tipped it so that she'll stay in there. Alrighty. Yeah, pitcher gets the sign. And the pitch. Popped up. Back. Hits a, looks like a salt truck.
Yeah, and that's gonna be sponsored by Webster Timberlands. Yeah, a lot of over the stadiums today.
Yes, we have one near the building. That's up. One near the building. One that hit the cat. One that hit our producer's truck, and another one that hit a salt truck.
Yeah, it's just so funny. The one time it was
That's up.
the one time that we mentioned. Oh, luckily it didn't hit Seth's truck. It hits it the next at bat. That is hilarious.
Yeah, he's probably. Well, hopefully he did. Hopefully nothing's dented. It may look a quick like donk sound, but let's see what happens here.
Price you pay for
And that's
baseball.
a walk here as Carver will get 2 runners on. Let's hopefully he does not load the bases.
The left fielder, number 12, Caleb Wallow.
If our luck, he's gonna load the bases next. Pitch in the dirt. Ooh, runner nearly went. 1-0. Here's the pitch. Wallow lets this one ride. That's 1. And will not get the edit first. So it's a kind of a force out. Could have had a double play there to end the inning.
Could have been, but they didn't take advantage of it.
I think he could have got him at it first.
Griffin Woodward.
Now we're back to the top here in the second.
Where God things start for the Bulldogs could be a reason they get another RBI.
Let's see what happens here. It's 2-0. Yeah, Burton is from the rocking bench. That's high. Running. Can't get it. Leon Carvalho going home. He is safe at third. Woodward with back-to-back doubles.
And that's an RBI sponsored by Shortsight Senior Services.
And it is 2-0 Bulldogs.
Great start. Woodward with 2 hits on the day. He is automatic. We have a lot of good stuff here coming from the Bulldogs, especially Woodward.
Let's see what the pitcher can do here. Hayden Hatch, maybe driving another run. Here's the pitch. Strike there. That's popped up high. Foul ground caught as the Carver Crusaders will let up another run here as we head to the top of the third.
Yeah, as we get to the top of the third, We don't have the stat segment, unfortunately, because we have the stat guy on play-by-play, but I will give you a different segment. We have a DJ Rocco from Rockland update. He says that, quote, say, Tommy, he's doing not too shabby with play-by-play.
Yeah,
So-
Rocco.
So he's complimenting you. You gotta give him. Listen, I will say there have been a few times that you've sort of caught him off guard. The rock paper scissors one was one that was
By the way, I
very
just want to make
obvious.
this clear. I did not cheat.
Hey, the footage says otherwise. So that's all
Hey,
I'm saying.
I went down and then boom, not down, boom, boom.
But I mean, but I mean, I also got the other stuff where it's like doing the crew call out. That was
Hey, that's
the
what you
crew
get
shout
for
out.
forgetting me last week.
That was a lot of fun. But I mean, overall, I mean, looking at both of these sides, I mean, Rockland has done really good on the defensive side. I mean, what do you expect from them for the rest of this game? Because currently, like, I think defense is the least of their issues.
I think it's same old for them. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens here. I mean, should be a very interesting inning. I mean, Carver, you would assume that they want to at least get on base a few times here in this inning to sort of get the momentum back in their favor.
Also, by the way, since Rocco's not here, I get to steal his thingy again. We want to thank all of our WRPS staff here. We got Lucas, Justin, me, Colin, Seth, Ryan, Ari, who's not here today, Dave, who's not here today, and of course, Mr. Mutton Chops, Rocco.
Yeah, give him a shout out. But I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, like we said before, very nice day today. I will say, very nice day. It's chilly, but not too chilly. Kind of reminds you of like during the fall or something like that. So it's definitely very interesting. But we'll see what happens here. I mean, currently Rockland's doing a good job. It's a closer game than people would like to admit because it is 2-0. So something to look out for. But I mean, overall, I mean they've had a good control of the game.
Number 20, Matt Applebaum.
Let's see what Applebaum can do here. Ooh, swing and a miss. Why does Applebaum seem like a good name for a band? Hello,
'cause
we
it's
welcome
not.
welcome to Players Sports Bar and Grill. We are Applebaum.
Well, it's not. That's first off, it's not. Let's get that out of the way. But
Hey, we have bands. We have bands called Screw Cart. No offense to them. Yeah, I think we can.
A real good band name is High School Dropouts.
Good one. On the ground, sent to air, long throw. It is safe. Applebaum will get on board.
yeah, very close throw there. Very athletic throw, but just not in time.
Dropped a perfect Applebaum towards Dustin Air.
Now
Oh
batter.
boy.
Hey,
The second
Oh
baseman,
boy.
hey,
Number
you
7,
do dad jokes. I can do good jokes as well.
I just felt 5 viewers leave the YouTube chat.
Oh my god.
I just got a sense just all of a sudden.
Whatever.
My spidey senses just tingled.
Jeep. There's an attempt of a grasshopper in the background.
First of all, it's a cricket.
Same thing. Both
Yeah, that's a ball there, number 7.
bugs.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Faison's going to look to try and get on base here, the second baseman.
Yeah, definitely. Swing and a miss. He goes down swinging.
Now be sponsored by Searchlight Senior Services. Another strikeout. Hayden Hatch has just been having
I think he's
himself a
at
dog.
4 if I can remember.
Yes, he's having a ball right now. But the opposite of the ball, he's having a strikeout right now. He's doing great.
Yeah, if we were at Fenway Park right now, I think we'd be putting up the K signs. Sent towards the stands, and that's going to go near the, just around where the light tower is. Popped up. Rao is under it.
Fantastic. And we talked about the athleticism of Rao going into this game. He is absolutely one of the better players when it comes to the athleticism that he has. It's very, very good.
The right fielder, number 8, Braden Correa.
Perea. Let's see what Perea could do. Perea does sound like a good snack he would have.
We'll see what Correa can do.
Wait, it's Correa?
Correa.
Oh, any relation to Carlos? Fly ball sent towards center fielder, and that is picked up. After the first hit, they go 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, 1, 2, 3.
It feels like they go 1, 2, 3, 4 when it comes to just punch
Yep.
out, just the knockout punches left and right. Well, we'll have the camera go back on us for a second, but I mean, yeah, just overall, just really good. Unfortunately, my play-by-play commentator is not in the frame. There he is, but I mean, yeah. But talking about it, I mean, it feels like they're doing a really good job. What are you seeing from Rockland on either side right now? Because it looks like they have firm control of this game.
I'm seeing them doing what they've been doing the last couple of games, just dominating on the hitting side.
Yeah, and I mean, you go especially back to Woodward. I mean, he has been absolutely electric. He's had a great game, and he's led the Bulldogs here with these 2 hits. And I mean, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens from this point because, a little bit of a conversation between Doyle and the umpires, but looks like they're just going to try out the same pitcher. I mean, like we said before, getting a pitcher out of a rhythm, that's the one thing that you got to look for, and especially going into every game. So something to look out for.
Yeah, definitely. As Carver just getting warmed up, I think they really needed to get a run this inning or the next inning, or else they could be in trouble.
Yeah, momentum feels like it's all but surely swung in the Bulldogs' favor, and Applebaum's going to have to try and really make sure he doesn't allow any more hits, because just allowing hits is just going to allow the momentum to swing, because we talked about it before. He had 1 strikeout, and then he allowed the 2 hits, and then it just piled on, and the momentum sort of got out of their way, and then just unfortunate hits by the Bulldogs prevented more runs. It could be a way worse score, but Carver's done a really good job on the defensive side.
Yeah, definitely. But also by the way, I just want to say this. This has nothing to do with anything, but if you're a Los Angeles Rams fan and I just want to say I'm sorry. You guys picked Ty Simpson. That was a bad pick.
We're just covering all of our sport bases there at
Yep.
this point.
And also, you heard it here first. Diego Pavia will be a bust. That's a ball. Do you even, quick question, Justin, do you like Diego Pavia?
I don't follow players when it comes to personal stuff. So
I am not happy with him after what he did after
you
the
missed
Heisman.
you missed a strike. How dare you? The play-by-play.
Strike to Applebaum.
You missed a strike. How dare
Alrighty.
you? Unbelievable.
Sent flying, and that's back.
And that's
And
gonna
it's in the generator spot.
yeah, that's gonna be over the stadium, sponsored by Webster Timberlands. A lot of over the stadiums in different spots too. It's really making sure that Applebaum stays composed, especially with this rowdy Rockland dugout.
Here's the pitch. Ooh, down in the dirt. Went out swinging.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 6, Dustin Air.
All right, here's the pitch. That's down in the dirt.
I think they gave him a strike for that.
Oh, wow.
I saw the strike indicator. That's very interesting.
Let's see what we have here. Pitch. That's a strike. So, maybe if ABS challenges were available, maybe Rockland might use one. That's sent towards the Rockland bench. That is Air digs in. Here's the pitch. That's sent high. Very high. Sent towards the Carver shortstop. Going on in and ooh. Nearly struggling to get that catch down, as he will make the catch here, as the Bulldogs will get 2 outs.
Yeah, I mean, very athletic catch. He had to really go back to grab it. Looking like Tommy back there back in his day.
Austin Daly now. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a ball. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. I knew. So don't forget, after this game, DJ Rocco will be back as we'll get senior night next time we're here. That's sent far, high, back, is going back, and just like that, Carver goes 1, 2, 3. As I was trying to say here, DJ Rocco will be back for WRPS's next game, as the Rockland Bulldogs will take on the Cardinal Spellman Cardinals.
I think it's just Spellman Cardinals. Or is the Cardinal Spellman Cardinal? That's actually a good point. I actually don't know.
Is it the Spellman Cardinals or is it the Cardinal Spellman Cardinals?
That is a good point. But, I mean, yeah, that will be our last broadcast for the season, for the entire school year. I mean, it's been a fun time here at WRPS.
Or we could get a playoff game.
We could?
We could get a playoff game.
We could get a playoff game. I mean, a home playoff game would be absolutely electric. You know, a lot of people would be here for that. But, I mean, yeah, for now, our last broadcast will be on that day. I can actually look up the certain
5/19.
date. 5/19. So that would be May 19th. I had to count my
Don't
months
say
there.
that if you're a WWE fan. Don't say that around Kane.
Oh, boy. Anyways, but, I mean, what we're seeing from Carver, it looks like they're definitely looking to they've done a good job of, like, getting back into the groove. They've done a good job of trying to make sure that the Bulldogs, you know, struggle a little bit on the offensive side. What have you seen from Carver here?
I've seen just like lackluster performance by them. They've been doing a good job. But it's just Rockland has just been outpowering them. Simple as that.
Yeah, you know, and it goes back to those. You just have good hits. You know, sometimes that's going to be the deal breaker in these close games. And I mean,
Yeah,
this game is flying by. I mean, we're already in the 4th inning, so it's going to be really interesting to see what happens.
Start
here.
around 5:45, and the current time is 5:26. So we're about.
First off, you're off by 20 minutes.
I said 5:26.
You said we started at 5:45.
Yeah, I said 5:45.
Yeah, that's.
Oh God.
Unless you're a time traveler, that makes no sense.
You started around 4:45, so we're about 40 minutes into the game, so we're averaging about 10 minutes an inning here. That's sent down the line. Levy across. Long throw. Oh! Oh, Maddie nearly had it. Could not hang on to the last second, and Carver will get in a hit.
Zagorowski, a nice play going down the left foul line, just to force Levy to make a play, and it was a good throw. It was just not in time.
Yeah, Kyle Carey now. Still unconfirmed if he's related to Jim.
See if he has a green mask in his bag.
And hopefully he's spoken. And here's the pitch. Popped up, coming towards us. Levy on the run for it. Nearly can't get it.
The second time he's tried to go for the ball, you can definitely tell he's a little frustrated because it's come his way a few times. Could have been some potential outs, but you never tell the Carver third baseman coach was actually sort of consoling him, you know, because you can tell like he definitely Levy is trying his best to, you know, get in position to grab those balls. It's just not happening, you know, in his favor.
Over the high, and that will
Facility over there.
Oh, I thought it was just the place where they did like all the snow stuff. There's a
Exactly. That's
What is the difference between maintenance and the snow people? And Hatchie tried to do a pickoff there.
Oh, that over the
did not
stadium.
work.
Over the stadium was sponsored by Webster Timberlands. Yeah, that's the definition of maintenance. That's
No, there's two differences. There's trying to figure out a plan for snowstorms, and then there's maintenance. Sheesh. Pop, fly, send high, air on the run for it. Can't get it. That's out number 1 for the Dogs.
fantastic grab there from Air.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 13, Levon Mulready.
Justin and I.
You know they can hear you on the broadcast when you say that,
Yeah,
right?
we can hear you. My lord.
So it's true. Justin and I, we ain't no soft hands. We blue collar.
Okay, bro.
Line shot. That's caught. And out number 2.
Carver will stay at first base. Nope. These have been perfect grabs and perfect throws from Bulldogs for preventing, runs after, the catch. So
Ted Goodwin.
Remember Ted Goodwin up now. Remember, if you add an extra O to his name, you get and you replace his first name with Chris, you get Chris Godwin, legendary Tampa Bay.
if you add an O, don't
Yes,
you mean,
add an O.
If you subtract an O.
subtract an O. Sorry.
If you add an O, it's just goo.
Goodwin.
But can they get a good hit here? That's the main question.
But at a ball. Ready. Speaking of which, who do you have winning the NBA championship this year, Justin?
It's probably the Thunder, if I would have
No,
to
it's
assume.
the Spurs. Line shot. Levy can't get to it. Carver on the way to third. Here comes the throw. He is safe. I thought the tag beat the runner, but apparently not.
Yeah, that
Runners at the corners.
that was a fantastic throw from the outfield. It's just I thought that was on base as well, but I guess
Now batting,
they're going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Number 18, Alex Angelo.
Alex Angel up to bat now.
Remember, if you add a D to his name, you get D'Angelo's, which is a good shop.
And unfortunately, we cannot mention certain brands that aren't on the sponsored of the WRPS. So,
I'm sorry.
so now the producer
Hey.
is going to yell at us.
Hey, last year he allowed it.
And
Alrighty,
now we're going to
ground ball. Air, got it. And the Bulldogs keep the clean 0 off the board.
Yeah, some great throwing from the Bulldogs, but overall, I mean, definitely some hits. Carver's storming in back into this game, even with the score not really changing in the most part. It feels like they're definitely gaining. I think for the Bulldogs, this is a huge offensive outing purely from the fact that they definitely need to try and make it look like they're going to, like really take control of this game. Get some runs, get on the board even more, make it tougher and tougher for Carver to try and come back in this game.
Yeah, definitely, as we see here. Yeah. So.
We'll see what happens here. I mean, do you think Carver, I mean, obviously Carver has a chance because it's close, but do you honestly think that they can really come back into this game?
I think that they can here yeah. I don't think Carver can come back in this. I think Rockland's got it in the bag.
And there's the commentary curse.
Hey.
You did it again, Tommy. You doomed us all.
All I know is, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
Remember hockey. Never forget.
Hey, I didn't know the game was supposed to go into overtime. I didn't know the game was supposed to go into overtime, Lucas.
Curse us.
That's
There's
why
no such thing as a curse.
Well, you have to say
The only curse that exists is the Billy Goat curse on the Cubs and the curse of the Bambino on the Red Sox.
I will say you have to. That's why you gotta say hypothetically whenever you say stuff, and then it saves you.
Cooper LaRocco.
So now Cooper LaRocco up to bat.
Yeah, hopefully he can cruise on to first base.
All right, that was good.
Yes, I used to.
That was good. I was not expecting
Come on,
that.
give me the benefit of the doubt, Bowman. Here's the pitch. Popped up, sent towards the WRPS booth. If it was just a little bit more right or left, it could have went straight to towards the booth.
It was actually going straight for Lucas's camera, which would have been really, really costly. But
Yep, and we know what to do when that happens. Run.
duck and
That's a high pitch.
If you can dodge a ball, you can dodge a stadium. I think that's how it goes, right? One of the two.
You mean, how would you dodge a stadium?
You just do. Just dodge it.
Whatever. That's a grounder sent towards the first baseman. Sent foul. And that was a foul ball. Okay. Yeah, and also, who's going to lift up a stadium? Thanos? Wait, Thanos doesn't exist anymore. Or does he? Dun, dun, dun.
And there goes the spoilers.
What? You've never seen Avengers Endgame?
I'm waiting 100 years to see it.
That's a ball. I don't, and that's a strikeout, actually. My bad.
Strikeout there here for Carver. I mean, Carver has really locked in defensively after those 2 runs allowed.
Now batting,
Yep.
the third baseman, number 24, Jake Levy.
As Jake Levy comes up here now. That's a liner. Levy running. He nearly went 2. Could have gone. He could have gone 2. He only stayed at first.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 7, Maddie Leoncavallo.
Alrighty. Now this is an interesting question, but if you had to pick a walk-up song, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a liner. Bobble the ball. Levy on the way to second. He is out, and Leon and Maddie will be safe at first.
Good walk-up song.
Batting, the left fielder, number 12.
There's a lot of good ones. That's a good question to ask. You have to get back to me on that.
I know mine.
What is it?
Rock of Ages by Def Leppard.
There.
And Maddie gonna go 2 off of a wild pitch.
My personal walk-up song, Summer by Sum 41.
Okay, don't know that song.
You listen to it, it's a good song.
Here's the pitch. That's down.
I can't tell if it's the Rockland dugout or the Rockland Zoo at this point. They've tried a bunch of different calls just to try and get the pitcher off of his gourd, and it's worked here a little bit.
That's a liner. Maddie on the way home. She will try for it. Coming in. She is out at the plate.
A valiant
I
effort
thought
there.
she got it.
A valiant effort there from Maddie, but just a great throw from the right fielder, and it goes right into the catcher's mitt, and he got right in front of Maddie.
Also, by the way, we're introducing a new segment. Anytime I'm doing play-by-play or color, we're doing Tommy's history lesson.
All right.
Alrighty. So this is actually an interesting story that I don't think a lot of people know about unless you're from Montreal. Yes, I know that's home of the Canadians, and
Okay, what's the history lesson though?
so I think it was like 1955, 1956. Maurice Rocket Richard was one of the best players. He's basically Connor McDavid of their generation. One day before St. Patrick's Day. Alrighty, so one day before St. Patrick's Day, he proceeds to hit a NHL referee. He proceeds to get suspended for the rest of the season and the rest of the NHL playoffs. Now, at the time, the Canadians were basically the Yankees, but a lot good.
So, yes, just the Yankees.
Yes.
Just really good.
Yeah, as Montreal fans thinking that he doesn't deserve it, Glenn Campbell, who's the current GM of who is the current commissioner of the NHL, proceeds to go to Montreal to see Montreal take on the Detroit Red Wings, and he proceeds to get the following things thrown at him: coffee, a tomato, and a tear gas bomb.
Really?
True story. And
What an assortment of things that get thrown at you.
And also a sausage.
Oh, I mean, of course.
And then they proceed
Yeah, of course.
and obviously a tear gas bomb goes off. They had to evacuate the rink, and Montreal had to cancel the game. And after that, obviously everybody is upset. of what happened. So they decided to go riot out into the streets. That's a ball down and in, and multiple people were arrested. And Rocket
That transition was way too smooth. I'm sorry.
and Rocket Richard actually had to go on the public air. And that's a long fly ball into center field. Going on it, and that's caught. Actually, had to go on the live air and basically tell people to stop rioting because he also, yes, he didn't agree with it, but you don't need to riot over a player. And also, by the way, it was
Getting a tomato thrown at you in an NHL game is that's up there. That's usually a
True story.
stage thing.
True story.
Like an
The
acting
people
thing.
who actually went to the trial for Rocket Richard was actually paid by Glenn Campbell, who basically said that he did the wrong thing and that he should be suspended for the rest of the season. And that's a pop fly sent. Going on it is Maddie. Caught by Maddie Lynn Carvalho.
Good first 2 outs here for the Bulldogs. They've done a really good job on the defensive side. Offense has definitely slowed down, and especially just in general, it's been more in Carver's favor. So I would definitely say that they have the advantage there, but Rockland's still holding it down on the defensive side. Some questionable calls from the umpires, but overall it's been a fantastic game.
That popped high. Going is Maddie, losing the hat, can't get to it.
The hustle play is something that Maddie is really good with. That's why she's the first baseman. Her ability to really take charge on the defensive side and be able to be one of those top players. She's been great at it.
Yep, definitely. And also, by the way, as a Red Sox fan, I can say I was there for Alex Cora's last loss as the Red Sox manager.
Nice.
Yeah, that game in Baltimore was fun. Swing and a miss. Yeah, having 3 home runs hit off your team in the span of 1 inning.
That reminds me of East Bridgewater with Rockland.
Yeah, well, instead of homers. That's poked. Going is air, and that is over. Out. What a play by Dustin Air.
Yeah, like we said before, just the defense from Rockland really locking in. It just feels like
I think it was one of the players threw his helmet. Yeah.
I didn't even see that, but I mean, yeah, it's definitely something to look out for. Carver, you got to feel frustrated. The offense is not doing anything, and because Rockland has done a really good job defensively, it really has been the key factor here when it comes to the Bulldogs. That defense has been really good, and Carver's starting to get frustrated. The tension's starting to build, and the momentum is now tipping in Rockland's favor because now you're letting the emotions get the best of you instead of focusing on the rest of the game.
Yeah, definitely here. Alrighty. Now I have to. Now this is just a fun trivia question. Now, here's the question. Now,
Colin, get the camera on us. Let's see what's this trivia question.
alrighty.
That's fine. What's the trivia question?
Alrighty. True or false? The state of Mississippi gave Calvin Coolidge dinner.
That's not too specific to not be true.
It is true.
Full names, Rebecca.
To eat for Thanksgiving dinner.
Tony's a good name.
But
Yes.
what's a good if you're okay? First off, you shouldn't name an animal then eat it. That's crazy. But Rebecca's,
true.
if that was the case, Rebecca's very low on that list. If we're going to be, if we're going into this for that.
And Justin disrespects every single Rebecca he knows.
I don't know many Rebeccas, so that's good for now. I probably know one or 2 Rebeccas, if I had to be honest. Rebecca's not a popular name. It's more of a shock than many people think. I mean, Justin's the best name of all time. So
No, Tommy is.
No, you're all wrong.
Uh,
Want to hear what it is?
it's Rocco. But yeah, we'll
it's
see
either
what happens
Rocco
here.
or Lucas is trying to just promote his name.
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, who wouldn't at this point?
Batting, the center fielder, number 4, Griffin Woodward.
Griffin Woodward up the bat.
Yep. Hopefully he doesn't go into just
Another fantastic catch.
of prime Buster Posey.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 20, Hayden Hatch.
Yeah, Ryan LaBelle, the catcher for Carver, has been really, really good. He's
Here's
been
the
really
pitch.
athletic.
That's down, and that's sent back towards the on-deck circle for Carver. Alrighty. Here's the pitch. That's poked. Sent through, and Hatchie's going to get a single.
Fantastic work there from Hayden Hatch.
Now batting, the catcher, number 3, Colin Rabb.
Will most likely be your starting goaltender next year for the Rockland Bulldogs. And here's the pitch. That's a liner sent towards the outfielder, and that is caught, and that's going to be reeled back in. 2 outs for the Dogs.
Really fast innings here. You know, as we say that, we'll probably get a very long inning after this, but
Yeah, commentator curse. Thanks, Justin.
You said it wasn't real earlier, you hypocrite.
Hey, I can say it's real if I want to.
This guy, am I right?
That's a liner. Sent through. Hatchie gonna go. He's gonna go to third. He's gonna stop at third. And Austin and Dustin Air coming up big for the Dogs.
yeah, you know, just another fantastic hit. Yeah, Hayden Hatch really athletic when it comes to the running and just the base running in general, and he's just really, really good when it comes to that. So we'll see what happens here. Oh,
Why is it on us?
I was not.
Oh my God.
I was not expecting that.
And they're
Because first off, Lucas was in the frame, so I was like,
Yeah,
really.
Lucas.
It's not my fault you guys are near me.
That is true. That is true.
Can't argue with that, Tommy.
Here's the pitch. That's poked back. Then we'll not get the third out. Runner going home. And the Bulldogs will get a 2-run spot on an Austin Daly double. And it is 4-0 Bulldogs.
2 RBIs sponsored by Searchlight Senior Services. Just a bad error, and we mentioned it before. Carver is acting like Rockland did with East Bridgewater. They kept the game close, but then mental errors late in the game. That's sort of what broke the game loose.
And you can definitely say that again.
Well, yeah. So going into the East Bridgewater, no, I'm joking.
Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Alrighty. Here's the pitch. That's popped, sent back, and it hit, and it's in the generator pit again.
Yep, and that's over the stadium, sponsored by Webster Timberlanes.
All I know is I think that's like a personal target of the Bulldogs. Hey, can you hit the maintenance building? Yeah. Here's the pitch. And that's up. Here's the pitch.
I always feel bad for the guy who goes to grab the balls because he has no idea where they are. He has
It's like
no.
a Where's Waldo?
It's like we know where it is, but he doesn't. So
as the Rockland Zoo. Oh wait, I meant to say the Rockland bench keeps on trying to distract the pitcher.
it's more the Rockland Zoo at this point. I mean, it's that they've done everything they could.
His pitch. That's a liner. Going for that'll drop in. Daly on his way home. Daly will get the easy in, and that is a RBI for the Dogs, presented by Searchlight Senior Services.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 24, Jake Levy.
Here's the pitch. Down in the dirt. Ball 1.
A lot of good power here from Jake Levy. So
Lucas, our camera operator, is trying to hide something from me.
I would never.
you missed a steal attempt.
Okay.
Unbelievable. If you're gonna be a play-by-play commentator, you at least focus on the game.
Okay. Fine. Rockland gets a steal here.
Hey, Tom, you want to swap roles?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Want to give a big shout out to DJ Rockland from Rockland. Says the stream looks great on quality-wise, and that color commentator has a bright future in sports commentating. I appreciate
Oh
that.
my God.
Appreciate that from DJ Rockland from Rockland.
Yeah, it doesn't even mention me. Thanks,
He
Rocco.
said to me, and quote,
Here's
one
the
of
pitch.
best camera operators of all time.
Listen, he can't say the best because he is there. He's a cameraman. He was the cameraman during hockey senior
Yeah.
night.
No, he's the best all around.
Oh, he's a utility knife. He's a Swiss
Here's the
Army knife.
pitch. That's a liner. Oh, and it sneaks through. On his way home, and he is there. Levy his way to a second. It's an RBI double. It's 6-0 Bulldogs on an RBI presented by Searchlights Senior Services.
Yeah, just fantastic hitting. And like we mentioned before, Jake Levy, very sneaky good power bat. Definitely in that middle of the lineup, he's really good. He's really good on both pitching and hitting as well. So and we have a little bit of a
mound visit here.
little bit of a mound visit. So we'll take a moment to see what that's happening here.
And also, by the way, Justin, what's your favorite college sports team?
Favorite college sports team? Unfortunately, it's Boston College. So I decided that at a young age, and it has not panned out.
Yeah, well, mine's Ole Miss. Go Rebels!
Oh boy, of course it's Ole Miss.
Hey, what does that got to do with anything?
I don't even do college, like sports stuff, but all I can say, Notre Dame, Quasimodo predicted all this, those who know.
You're just a fan of like castles and stuff
Mm-hmm.
and gargoyles. Is that what Notre Dame is?
Only
Yeah.
wants to know, Quasimodo predicted all this. Rocco
Yeah.
will know.
That is true.
Quasimodo.
Rocco would definitely know about the Quasimodo stuff.
That's it. Pitch sent back, tipped.
Yeah, it looks like Rockland's definitely took firm control of this game.
Yeah,
It
they've
just-
definitely been running around this town.
yeah, I mean it's been really good. It's really they've done a really good job just taking
Here's the
advantage of
pitch.
the Carver errors.
That's in there for a strike. Now they've gone from bird noises to dog noises, now to sheep noises. Runner going. He is in a stand-up steal.
You can hear the crowd below us is dumbfounded that Jake Levy got a stolen base. They go, Jake Levy was a stolen base. I can't believe it. So you can tell how impressive that is.
Hey, give the man some faith. And that's a pop-up set. Nearly cleared the stadium. Oh, I think it hit a Rockland player.
I think he's okay though.
Yeah. Okay, here's the pitch. That's up there for a ball. Alrighty. Here's the pitch. That's sent over the stadium. Did it hit a cable wire?
I think it did. That's
It
sponsored
either
by
hit the cable wire or the light post.
Cable Wire, sponsored by Webster Timberlands, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it hit the light post right on. I mean, you couldn't do that.
And that's in there for strike 3. So the Bulldogs knock on 4 runs.
And we're going to the top of the 6th. I mean, both sides have looked really good, but you have to look at this Rockland team. You know, it's been really, really good just from the fact that, like, they've done a good job, you know, on the offense and taking advantage of the errors, especially.
Definitely on that. Is Hatchie still on the mound here for the Dogs?
He is.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So you got a good close-up shot on Doyle there.
He's been a really good coach here for this baseball team. Like I
Yeah.
mentioned before, going into last season, I was able to interview him with an in-depth interview for about 15 minutes, and he talked about growth. He talked about personal growth with the team and knowing that this is a very young team. Last year with a bunch of sophomores and freshmen, and now they're, sophomores and juniors. Like there's not many seniors on this team. You have Rao and LaRucco, but that's really it for the most part. And it's really, even Rao's a junior. There's a lot of underclassmen on this team, and they've grown together, and that's a very rare sight you see in baseball.
Yes, definitely. All right, as Carver
Now
gets
batting,
to dig
the
in.
right fielder, number 8, Braden Correa.
All right, he has Correa up now. Maybe he's related to Carlos Correa.
I mean, we'll see if Carver can just get something on the board.
Yeah, definitely.
I think this is the last real chance you can get, valuable hits before it just seems like too much of a comeback, especially in one inning. If you can't do anything in this inning, you have to go into the 7th.
As we see here, as they're just talking. Also, by the way, just a quick question, because the last name Correa reminds you of. Do you forgive the Houston Astros for what they did in 2017?
Well, obviously not.
Yeah, thank you.
But also, I will say, at a certain point, I'm not condoning it, but props to them for attempting it. But it was just way too loud.
Hmm.
Listen,
Cool.
listen. It comes with the competitiveness to win
Here's
the
the pitch.
game.
Swing and a miss. That was tipped.
But yeah, it's just the competitiveness to win the game by any means necessary. It's a lost start, for lack of a better word.
Well, the Red Sox also did it in 2018, so. That's a pitch. That'll drop in. That'll be a easy single for Carver.
Yep, and that's exactly what you need to do to just get back to this game. Just get
Now
consistent
batting,
hits and get on
the
base.
center fielder,
Take it
number
one hit
9,
at a time.
Tegan Zakaruski.
Zakaruski now, as there's I can't think of a good joke for Zakaruski.
It's just a really good name. It's just a really good name.
Yeah. Also, yeah. Alrighty, as Zakaruski digs in. As that was a ball for Zakaruski. As we see down here, I think that's Nick Cohen warming up.
Yep. See if they go in. Hayden's done a really good job, but they want to just make sure they can save his arm for not only senior night, but maybe going into the playoffs as well.
Definitely there. Here's the pitch. Runner going. Bobble ball by Rao. Rao won't be able to make the throw, and no offense, that slide was unnecessary.
I mean, anything to get on base.
Yes. But Rao bobbled the ball. You need to slide.
And then still you're not looking at whether or not the catcher bobbles the ball. You're kind of just looking to.
He went. He went. He looks like he's going to argue it. I think he went. It was down enough to where he went. What was your opinion?
Yeah, just a bad strikeout, and that strikeout sponsored by South Haven Veterinary Services. So, I mean, Hayden Hatch is having himself a day. They can argue all they want, but they got to just put their heads down and just try and get some runs here.
This pitch. Carry. And that's out number 2.
Runner on third, though, so runner in scoring position.
Now
Definitely.
batting, the first baseman, number 13, Levon Mulready.
As Mulready digs in now. Here's the pitch. Here's the pitch. Some fans yelling from the Carver side. Here's the pitch.
Did for the 6.
4 runs in the bottom of the 6th. The game will be over in mercy rule.
Yeah, you know exactly what you're looking for. I mean, if not, I think Nick Cohen's going to come in either way. They want to give him some reps, get him into the game, and just see what happens here. But Hatch, we had to give props to Hatch. He's had himself a fantastic day nonetheless, and he has really been the reason the Bulldogs have won this game, you know, up to this point.
Yeah, definitely. I have to agree on that. Alrighty.
Wait here.
Alrighty. Alrighty.
So we'll see what happens here. We actually have a new pitcher here. Here, Tommy.
Number what?
Number 3.
3. Russell Wilson.
No, that's Kyle Carey. Russell Wilson. Oh my goodness.
I know. Bulldog country. Let's ride.
When it comes to cringes, Mr. Unlimited.
You gotta be unlimited.
Yeah, exactly.
Unlimited.
They're going for the pitching change. They're going to try and make it
Yeah.
salvageable so that way. I mean, even with not being able to do anything in the 6th inning, you have to look at it in the sense of let's get to the 7th. Let's get to the 7th. Give us a chance and get back into this game because they would need 7 runs to win the game.
Hopefully he
or take the
doesn't
lead.
score. Hopefully he doesn't score. Hopefully he doesn't throw unlimited
Now
runs.
batting, the left fielder, number 12, Caleb Wallow.
So Caleb Ball will be the first one up. If you're going to cough into the mic, at least say excuse me. My goodness.
Excuse me.
There you go. But yeah, like we said, new pitcher in. We'll see if he can correct the Carver's mistakes and prevent more runs here for the Bulldogs.
Indeed. That's a pop fly going towards foul on the run into it, and then nearly had it.
Everyone tried to run for that ball, but it's just too far to the right side.
Alrighty. Here's the pitch. Ooh, strike. Strike to Wallow. Time taken by Rockland.
It's a little bit of a reset.
Yes, indeed. And they've gone from sheep noises to dog noises, now to cat noises from the Rockland bench. Ooh, that's in the dirt. Nearly took off Wallow's feet there.
He jumped out of the way. It was a very athletic jump to move out of the way of the pitch.
Yeah, maybe he has a good vert. As the umpire brushing off home plate here. And, the ump's going to have a talk with Carey. don't know what happened. Here's the pitch. That's pop sent, and I'll go into the woods over the stadium.
Sponsored by Webster Timberlands.
As a car honks as it goes by. And the car continued to honks. Here's the pitch. That's down in the dirt.
We're getting to that point in the game where we're talking about car honks.
Indeed, Justin, indeed. That's in there for strike 3. Wow.
They're going to give him the strike there. Very questionable. The sort of in disbelief was the Rockland bench, but still a strikeout.
Here's Griffin Woodward now. Let's see if he can do something. Had a hot start to the game, then kind of went mid.
Still pretty impressive game nonetheless.
Here's the pitch. Yeah, and hopefully he goes from good to from good to mid, back to good. That's a pop flies back into the screen. So, alrighty. Nearing the end of the game here for the Carver Crusaders. They just gotta make sure they don't get any runs on the board here.
Bottom of the 6 here, still 6-0 in favor of Rockland.
Here's the pitch. That's down in the dirt. And Woodward gonna look to shake some things off here. And Nick Cohen is actually just coming back from the ball that was hit over the stadium. Two strikeouts for Carey, yes, Carey.
So it's a good start here. You know exactly what you needed. You're hoping for the pitching change, and you're hoping to just keep it at a 6-run game going into the 7th.
Yeah. All right. Here's the pitch. That's sent over the stadium, and that's into the trees.
And that's going to be another ball for Nick Cohen to grab, but that's going to be sponsored by Webster Timberlands.
Nick won't go. No sign of any player. Here's the pitch. That's a rocket straight to the center fielder.
That's going to get Hayden Hatch on first base.
Indeed, indeed, indeed.
Now batting, the catcher, number 3, Colin Rao.
So 2 outs for the Bulldogs, so.
Yep.
Carver just needs one good strikeout or one good defensive play, and they can get right back on offense.
Indeed, indeed. That's in there for strike 1. And now they're turning into sheep.
The Rockland Zoo, alive and well.
And that's a grounder sent back to the pitcher. Easy throw over, and the Carver Crusaders will have 3 outs to try to fix it and try to get back into this game.
Yeah, it will be 6 runs to tie, 7 runs to take the lead. And all that Rockland needs is just to get 3 outs. And then
And don't forget, as Kevin Garnett said, anything's possible.
Yeah, you know, but I feel like it feels like Rockland's in a good spot. I think that surge there late in the 6th was definitely needed for this Bulldog team. So definitely looking like it's in a good spot. You can definitely see that Carver was trying to get a little bit going, but like we said before, the frustration's starting to build for Carver, especially in that 6th inning. You mentioned the guy throwing his hat down and stuff like that. Something to look out for.
As Hayden Hatch getting ready to go for the 7th.
Try and give him the complete game.
And all I know is, by the way, Justin, I did ask this to Rocco a while ago, and I asked him how much would I have to pay him to shave his mutton chops. Guess how much he said?
How much?
Guess.
$20.
He said 100.
100, that's way too low. For something as iconic as the mutton chops, I couldn't.
Hey, I'd give him 100.
I would not. To shave my head, it would have to be in the thousands.
Oh, for me, I'd do it for free.
No, I couldn't do it. I value my hair too much.
Chops is to take a man's dignity.
That's exactly it.
Well,
I mean,
here's the thingy. I had the mutton chops for a little bit. I couldn't grow it as good as Rocco.
I think it's also he could like grow just in general. Like he can grow that back really quick. I just value my hair too much. I can't do it. That's just a me thing though.
Now batting, number 5, Jackson Russell.
So we'll see what here. So Hayden Hatch is going to try and get the complete game here.
Sorry about that.
All good. Listen, as long as you weren't on a cruise ship, we should be all right. But that's a different story.
Hey, all I know is the people that are on the cruise ship are in Nebraska right now. We'll be fine.
Yeah, you don't know how fast.
Dude, it travels through rodents. That's a strike there for Hayden Hatch.
Yeah, where can you find rodents?
Disney World?
Disney.
Wow. Yeah.
All right, let's focus
And
on
that
the.
the pop fly said foul.
Let's just focus
Hitting
on
the top of the stadium.
Let's focus on the baseball game.
What?
Play some
Mickey
ball.
Mouse is a mouse.
We've gone way too far off the rails.
That's a strike for Hayden Hatch.
Doing really good. Like we said before, looking for that complete game. And that's
Swing
a
and a
strike.
miss.
It's going to be a strikeout.
2 more.
Sponsored by Searchlight Senior Services. Like we said before, Hayden Hatch has done a really good job controlling the strike zone. He's up there with Jake Levy with his composure, especially on the pitching. Alex Angelo up to bat.
Oh, it looks like he swung. They're going to give him a strike, but it looks like the Carver bench did not think he gave a swing, and that's a swing. Straight at Levy. Across the diamond. Out and safe.
Maddie tried to reach behind her after she made that grab to try and get the person out, but could not do it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and also don't forget to listen to DJ Tommy's Blast from the Past tomorrow. It should be a fun show. No theme this week. We're just gonna be doing another random show, 3 to 4. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. There's the pitch. It's sent foul.
So now 2 strikes here for the second. They're trying everything they can to get Hatch out of the game, but it's not worked here in this game.
That's a solid ball there for Hayden Hatch. Here's the pitch. That's a shot. Straight at Levy. Bobbles it. Oh, that'll get away. Carver is going to get 2 runners on. 1 at third, 1 at second. It's a double for number 20.
Yeah, Levy, when it comes to that, he's not had the best game fielding-wise. You can kind of tell it's kind of getting in his head a little bit. But you have to also realize that if he held on to that ball, that would have just been a single. And he would have just, but he tried to force himself to make a play. So.
Alrighty, Seamus look or rook up here. Look, it's I think I heard look. And here we go.
Right below where that was eerily close. Rocco would have ducked cover if he was over here.
And that's in there for a strike. That's popped up. So back towards Rao. Rao ain't going to be able to get it. Alrighty. 1 out here on the top of the 7th. The game is nearly over.
Still need 2 outs though. Carver could go on. Carver could go on a fantastic run. We've seen comebacks like this before.
Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. Hayden Hatch looking like he is nearing the end of his outing here. He might get pulled for Nick Cohen soon enough.
Just to get that fresh arm in there. You know, he's been in there the entire game.
Over to first, they get the 2nd out.
And they Carver
1 more.
Carver did score as a result though. So that's going to make it 6-1.
6-1. And yeah, so the shutout is officially over, which is totally fine.
It's tough because, you know, Hayden Hatch had a great game, but he really did have like a really good game.
That's a strike.
2 more needed.
Here's the pitch. That's sent over. Carver's going to get another run in.
That's going to make it 6-2. Now Carver's starting to get a little bit of momentum. You got to be careful if you're the Bulldogs.
Batting, the right fielder, number
And this is where Doyle does do the change. You know, Hatch is trying to get that last out, trying to complete this game, but 2 runs scored. It's going to be interesting to see
As
what
a
they
Carver
go for.
player says, I can walk on water. Yeah. Try that.
You can do that if the wire's like, what, an inch deep, technically.
No, walk on the water, not.
Yeah, that's not walking on the water.
No, walking where you don't get, where you're basically just walking on the surface of the water.
Yeah, in the surface of the water,
If it's like like I said, an inch, I don't see the issue here.
Alrighty.
True.
Here's the pitch. That's popped up. That's right near us. Oh, whoa! Yeah, we're good.
all good.
Yeah, came very close to us. That's going to be a foul ball. That's going to be another strike.
Here's the pitch. That's down in the dirt.
Trying to close this game. Hatch is sort of trying to struggle to the finish here.
Never doubt out Hayden Hatch. Here's the pitch. That sent foul at the Carver coach, who makes a great grab.
They could have used him today. Get him
definitely.
some extra fielding out there.
I don't. That'd be like the seat in a bench warmers. It's like the I am 12 with the crayon.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Bobbles the ball over to first. Got it. And the Bulldogs will win 6-2. Play some dirty water.
Yeah. So yeah. That's great. We'll take a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, we'll do the post game. This is WRPS Rockland, your final. Rockland 6, Carver 2.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond. In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Be great.
Welcome back here for the post game. Here is, as we see, the final score: Rockland 6, Carver 2. We don't have stats like we usually do because you're on play-by-play. But I mean, what did you see here from Rockland?
I saw a great game by Rockland. You know, they did I felt like they did an excellent job here. You know, I think I think they just are doing the best that they can. You know, just a good game all around.
Yeah, and you know, it just shows the resiliency of this team, and you can kind of tell from the jump that they did a really good job. Before we head out, we want to thank all of our sponsors. We'll get the graphic up right now. We want to thank Searchlight Senior Services, Webster Timberlands, and South Hingham Veterinary Services. For Justin Bowman, your play-by-play guy, Tommy Welch, and everyone else here at WRPS, we thank you for watching this production of Dogs Baseball. Your final, Rockland 6, Carver 2. This is WRPS Rockland.
Yeehaw.